everyone, good morning. Today is February 4th, 2025. It's currently 8:32 a.m. I've already gone to the 1 hour chart right here on Webull and boxed in the pre-market high and the pre-market low right here. So as you can see, our EMAs are, they're aligned to the downside. But you got to remember, we came into an area of support right here. Let me go to the 4 hour chart and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so price came down to this area. It went up, came down to support right here. This is where it shot out from. Boom. Okay, came back down, shot back out of that support, came back down, shot back out of that support. So it's currently looking like it wants to push itself back to the upside. So right now we have on the 4 hour chart, we just have some consolidation here basically. We have some consolidation here basically, and if we drop down to the 1 hour chart, we can see here's our support area right here. So it came in here, it bounced back out. Okay, I did lose like $16 yesterday because what I did was I jumped in, it was coming down and it came down, I got in right here, and I was only up at like $2 at one time, and then it bounced back up. So never trade at the support level with puts. Okay, watch and wait, just watch and wait. Make sure you're sectioning off your pre-market high, pre-market low areas so that you can drop down to the 5 minute chart and see if you can get a free candle out of the gate to help you to go in the right direction. So currently this is what's happening. We're in that box of that no trade zone basically. During pre-market, price went up, did a retest to the support area right here, and then it pushed itself back up, and that's currently what we're seeing right here. So let's go on down to the 5 minute chart and see what's going on here. All right, so we got the cross up of the 5 and 13. Now we are still in the box, so we don't want to make any trades in this box. Okay, if it's gonna boost out, we'll catch it then, but right now, it's in our no trade zone box. And of course the EMAs are not aligned to trade to the upside yet anyway. So let's be patient. Let's sit and wait and see what's going to become of this. Let's not be impatient and let's not lose our money. Okay, that's the goal. All right, I'll be back on in just a little bit. Another thing I forgot to say is if you drop down to the 1 minute chart, you can see that the EMAs are not properly aligned yet either. So we're just gonna wait and see what this does and how it reacts and all that good stuff. So just wait and see. Let the trade come to you. I've been on a rather, a losing streak lately. I'm not gonna lie. In December I made some good money, but in January I, pretty much is on a losing streak. Well, not really, because I came out, in profit a couple of weeks in January, but end of January, February right now, I'm in kind of a losing streak mode and I'm trying to dig my way out of it mentally. So yeah, just follow your rules, follow your strategy. And what I've been seeing too, I follow my strategy and I still don't profit. Like, I need to tweak this strategy because I don't know. But anyhow, I'll come back on in a little bit. All right, looks like we might try to get. All right, looks like we might get a push to the upside. So let's see if we can get a cleared candle right here on the 5 minute chart. Let's see if we can get a cleared candle right here on the 5 minute chart and take it from there. Oh, and also the EMAs are not aligned just yet, so don't be in too big of a hurry to make a trade here. Let's make sure that it's going to push on up to the upside. All right, so we got a candle pushing up. Let's see if it can sustain. We got 4 minutes and 45 seconds to see if this is going to hold. Well, that didn't last, and that's because the EMAs are not properly aligned. And what we want to do is wait for, even if this does bust out of here, there's no trade zone, we want to wait for a pullback so that our 48 EMA can be brought up above the 200 EMA, and then we can go from there making our trades. Looking at the 1 hour chart, there is a 513 cross happening right here, so we may be able to use that as a sign of a push-up. So let's go to the 5-minute chart. Still don't have any clearance off of here, and the 48 EMA is still sitting underneath. There it goes. Okay, so let's see if this can sustain itself, and if it does, then I'll get into some calls. All right, but I definitely hope that there's going to be a pullback, because that's my strategy. Wait for a pullback and pull this 48 on up, wait for a pullback, and then jump into the trade. Let's see how this works out. Okay, I'm going to pause. Well, as long as my son does not turn up his tablet. Well, he is. Okay, look at that. It's good to see this happening live, because you really get to see how it's possible to get FOMO when you're trying to trade. You're like, oh shoot, it's gonna go up without me, let me jump in here, and then it pushes itself all the way back down. So definitely wait for the technicals to align. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. We got 3 minutes and 50 seconds basically to see if this is going to clear. Okay, and if it does, I will want to see a pullback before I try to jump into the upside. Alright. Alright, we got a minute and 9 seconds left on this candle. Let's see if it's going to continue to clear our resistance area right here. And I see the 48 creeping above the 200. Just hasn't pulled above just yet. So let's see how this turns out. I'm going to go ahead and go to Robinhood and see what contracts I'd like to possibly get into. Okay. Looking for calls. The 528 call is sitting at 99 cents right now. We got 25 seconds left. I might go for the, let's see, the 78, the 529 for, currently sitting at 78 cents. So let's see, 10 seconds left. We got the 48 coming above here. Okay. The 48 has pulled above, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in. For two contracts, I'm in the 529 call for 80 cents, currently up $6. Let's drop to the 1 minute chart and see what's going on here. Everything is aligned on the 1 minute chart. It actually aligned a long time ago. Why wasn't I back here looking at the 1 minute chart? I don't know. I forgot to come back here and see the alignment that was going on. Currently up $2. Go back to the 5 minute chart. So everything's pushing up. All right. Now what I didn't wait for was the pullback that I was talking about. Currently up $0. Up $2, $4, $2. Cup $6, $8, $10, $6, 8, up $10. Let's go to the 1 hour chart, see what's going on. Got that cross right here I was talking about, so it's giving it some power. We do have a level sitting over here that we previously hit at the 522.70 area. Currently up $10. In a 5-minute chart. Is it going to hit up here and then do a pullback? Possibly. Up $10. Look at that. Up $4, $6. Oh, you have to keep that down, okay? Everything's, looking to be going in the right direction. Did I make the right choice today? Or is it going to plummet back to the opposite direction? Up $12. I'm up 6%. No, 6% is at $10 actually. Let's go to the 1 minute chart, see if we can continue pushing up. Currently up $20. Now these are the good days of trading. I need to trade like this every day. Come on. Trade like this every day. That's what I need. Okay. Up $20, $22, 13%. Up $8, 5%. Still above the 5 EMA, but coming to a level of resistance over here. Up $2, yay me. Up $20 again. $28, 30, 32, 20%. Let's see if we can bust past this right here. Alright, up $42. Hey, I'm finally winning. Come on now. Following a strategy? Okay. Strategy's working today. Up. I was up $44. Now down. Now up $30. 32, 34, 42. It's at a resistance level, but it's still in an upward trend. So says me, I did say it might hit up here and then shoot back down. Never know. Up $30. I do feel like I have to get better at trusting the market, but that's not really what I need to trust. I need to learn to trust myself more on these charts. Up 28, 32, 34. Up 28. $34. $24. It doesn't last long. Alright, can we get a push up? We're still above the 5 EMA on the 1 minute chart. Up 32, 34. All right, come on, give me a push. Up 30. $34, $38. Okay, up 42. Come on, push on through. Talking to the charts like it's actually going to do what I wanted to do. Up 40. Let me go back to the 5-minute chart so I can see. Oh no, I think I'm good on the 1 minute. Up $36. Is this all I'm going to be able to get out the market today? I don't know. Never know. Oh yeah, I did finish my 2-mile walk today. I still have to go do my weightlifting, but for the most part, got the big part of my workout out the way. Trying to make a little money, make my day go even better. That would be nice. You got to go out. Bye-bye. All right. Oh, 40, 42, 44. Can we break through this 523 area? All right. I had to kick my son out. He's in here with the music, and I don't want to get copyrighted. Currently up $56. 62. If this 523 can hold, then that would be nice. Currently up 35%. Up 54. Let me go back to the 1-minute chart. Still above the 5 EMA. Up $50, 52, 56. 1 hour chart, the cross is, you know, there, but it's still underneath the 48 and 200 EMA. I don't know, I kind of feel like this is going to go up because this is support. It went up, it did a retest right here, and then it bounced back up. I think it might go higher. I do think it will go higher. But then again, I don't know. You know, I've lost so much that sometimes I don't know what I really see on the charts. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to practice. Up $58, 30, up 52, 54. Back to the 5-minute chart. Still pushing up. Up 60, 62. On the 1-minute chart, still pushing up, still above the 5 EMA. Up 66, 62, 68, 70, 72, 76 at 47%. $68, $70. Up 72, 74, 76. 80, 82, 84. $84, 52%. Still going on a 1 minute chart. Still pushing up 86. 90, 96. Looking real pretty on the 5 minute chart. Up $90, $92 for 58%, $98, 61%, $100 for 62%. I don't know, y'all, what's going on here today? Up 102, 104. Go back to this 1 minute chart so I can gauge when I need to be exiting this trade. Up 102. Up 96. $102, 104, 108, Alright, got another little boost here. Currently up 112, 70%. Just have to get in the right direction. Up 116, 120. I've seen Swaggy C talk about this, how it comes down to support, it comes up, it does a little pullback, and then it keeps going. I've seen him talk about that on his video. I'm just now really catching it live. Okay, I did get out the trade. I got out with $105. Actually, may have been more. Let me check. I got out with $106. So that was pretty good. 106. I made 100% on that trade. 160. Yeah. No, not 100%. That was not 100%. Anyhow, I got out because I feel like it has, you know, run its course, and I don't want to get caught in that pullback. So I just went ahead and got out the trade, but I did make $106. I bought 2 contracts for $160 total, and then I sold it and made a profit of $106. Okay, but I was at one point. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be one of those runner days, but it's crazy because when I get into the right trade, I convince myself to get out, because too many times I've seen it pull back and not be able to, you know, give me my profits back. So once I'm, you know, $50 was actually my target, but to be up $120, I said, okay, I think it's probably getting to that point where I need to go ahead and, you know, bank my profit and be okay with whatever I get out with, instead of leaving it to chance. And, you know, this may continue up. Most times it does when I tend to sell. But I just wanted to go ahead and take the money that I made already. It feels good to win because I feel like I've been on a losing streak, and today I just followed my rules. I said, okay, I'm not going to trade. Let me go to my 5-minute chart. I said, okay, and plus, you know, we're at a resistance level, so eventually a pullback's going to happen. It's not just going to keep on shooting up, shooting up, shooting up, shooting up. You know, it did go up from 519 to 524. So there's going to be a few pullbacks, even if it continues to go up. But I just don't want to be in the pullback because I just want to have my money that I made. So what was I getting to? So I drew this box right here, pre-market, and I said, okay, I'm not trading this, you know, if it's inside this area, because when I did my back testing, and it also leads me back to Keenan Grace. I did Keenan Grace's courses. I learned a lot, and then I ventured off and tried to kind of apply his knowledge that he, you know, put out there, and his courses that he has on his, you know, what do you call it, his Discord. And I just tried to apply all the knowledge that I learned, you know, through him. And he said you shouldn't be trading, you know, within the previous high and the previous low. So I said, okay, I went and did some back testing, and I'm like, you know, he's right, and I just gotta, you know, stop trading in these areas, because that's where I'm tending to lose my money at. So I said, okay, let me wait till the EMAs align, and let me wait for a candle to clear. So that's what I did, and I got to take advantage of 521.60 up to 524.20 basically. And then I got off the trade when I started seeing, you know, some red on the charts. So this is a 1-minute chart. This is going on. Feels good to make money, and I need to continue to do this every single day. I think I may, you know, eventually get back into Keenan Grace's, you know, group, but I had some financial issues, and that's what led me to get out of his group. Not because I didn't feel like he wasn't a good teacher or anything like that, just that I couldn't spare that $5 or that $10 a month to remain in his group. But I did learn a lot of valuable information. And you know, another thing he always said too, only a fool holds a trade when they're up over 50%. He said, get in, make your money, and get out. Okay. And that's something that was going through my mind as well while I was in that trade right there. So I got up to, let me do the calculations for you right quick. Let's see, 106 divided by 160. So I got out with 66%. You know, I said, okay, I feel like I'm getting to a point where I'm being greedy. I should have taken that 120, but I didn't. I was just trying to see what was going to happen here on the 1-minute chart. So, you know, all in all, everything came together well. I waited for the EMAs to align. I waited for a price to break out of the no trade zone, basically. But I used the 5-minute chart to see the break off before I dropped down to the 1-minute chart and saw. Okay, so I got in I got in at like, what is that, 8:55? So if I got in at 8:55, where should I have gotten in at 8:55? It pulled up, it did a pullback. So I should have been in here. No. I mean, the soonest I really could have gotten in was like, I'd say the 8:50 mark. So, I mean, it wasn't too far off. Waiting on that 5-minute candle to clear, it wasn't too bad. So, we did get that pullback I was talking about. If it can stay over this 5 EMA on the 5-minute chart, I do think it will continue on upward. But anyhow, whatever the... Now, I did have a strategy where I said, okay, I'm not going to exit the trade unless I get a candle on the 5-minute chart to go under the 5 EMA. So let's see if I had held true to that theory, if I would have made more money today. So let me go to... All right, so I'm going to pause this and I'm going to pull up my profit today on the side so y'all can see. All right, everyone. So I usually wait till the weekend to do my back testing, but to save myself a little time and a little headache, you know, from not studying my trades, I'm going to go ahead and just back test right here, right now. So as you can see, here's the chart, here's the Weeble chart, and over here I have my trade for the day. Okay, so I bought a 529 call for 2/5, meaning, you know, I bought it today, February 4th, but it expires on February 5th. So I could have held it, but I don't hold things overnight because I don't know what this market is going to do. So I like to get in and get out. So I bought 2 contracts. Let me go ahead and also, so yeah, I got out of that trade up here because I felt like it was going to be a major pullback, and I'm glad that I did. Sometimes you got to learn how not to be greedy. So I got in at 8.55 and then I sold at 9.11. So let's find 8.55. Yes, I got in right when this candle closed. Okay, so I got in at 8.55. Oops. Let me type it because I don't want to have to go back. 8. I'm not gonna do that. I have it up on the screen, so I'm just gonna box it in. 8.55, and I sold at 9.11. 9.11, right? I sold right here on this red candle where I felt like it was losing its momentum. Okay. Okay. So that was my trade area right here. I like to make it green since I made a little money. Okay. So that was my trade right there. What did I do? Okay, so I bought 2 contracts. I paid 80 cents for each contract, which means that I paid $80 per contract because I'm buying the right to, each contract has 100 shares in it basically. So you get major discount trading options. So basically 100 times 80 gives you $80, okay? Which I bought 2 of them. So 100 times 160, you got $160. So you're basically paying $1 per share, if that makes sense. Okay, so, and once I'm done with the contract, I make my money, I go ahead and I sell it. Okay, now if you sell within, you know, before it expires, it would have expired February 5th once market closed. And, you know, I don't ever take that risk because I don't know what this market is going to do. Okay. I like to get in, make money, get out. So this was my trade. What did I do? I went to the 1-hour chart. I boxed in the pre-market high and the pre-market low. And today I told myself, okay, I'm not trading within this area because yesterday I traded within that area and I lost $16 because I'm thinking, you know, it's in a downtrend. It's going to keep going down, right? But no. You got buyers and sellers in this area. They playing tug of war, okay? We went down to the level of support. We didn't know if it's going to go down or up, down or up. So, never should have traded in this area. I should have waited for my signal to get in right here. I definitely would have been profitable had I done that. So, that's what I did today. And that's how I was able to become profitable. So, I waited for this candle to clear the no trade zone right here. And then I jumped into the trade. Once I jumped into the trade, I jumped down to the 1-minute chart and I just rode the wave up, you know, came out of the zone, and the 8.55 candle is right here. So I got in right here. Had I been on the 1-minute chart trying to get in, I would have got in sooner by like 2 minutes, but you know, I wanted to make sure that I had that upward momentum before I jumped in. So I jumped in on the 8.55 candle right here. I rolled it up and rolled it all the way up. And then I got out, okay? So that's how I made my trade today. Now I need to make sure that I make my trade like that every day to increase my likelihood of profiting. So if you really want to find what's going on now. So what we have is a high was hit right here, and a low was created right here, and now we're just basically in a consolidation zone. So let's go back to the 5-minute chart. So yeah, we got to a high and we came to a low. So we got to a high, come to the high, came to the low, trying to kick back up, and basically you're waiting to see if it's going to continue up right here. If it can break out of that zone with a free candle, then I'd say actually the high was right here on this candle. That was the high before it did a pullback. Okay, so if it can get a free candle out of there, then it would be worth trying to take that trade, but not until then. So I made $106 today. I was profitable. I feel so wonderful. I do, because losing sucks. Losing sucks when you make trades that you knew you shouldn't have taken. It really sucks. And I have limited trade opportunities per day, and that's actually a way for me to make sure I'm not making any horrible decisions throughout the day. Make sure I'm not like revenge trading or everything like that, because when you have money just readily available, sometimes you're just trading. You're not really using logic to trade. You're using your emotions, and you're taking your money for granted. So I hope that tomorrow I can come back and do this the same way tomorrow. I'm gonna strategize like I did today, and hopefully tomorrow will be a good day as well. So I'm doing my morning workout, so I just wanted to come back on and see what the market was currently doing. I'll go ahead and extend this box right here from the high over here to the low right here, because that's where it was pinging back at. Well, that's where it came down to. It came down here initially. Okay, so what I said is, if you're going to try to trade this, wait for a candle to come off. But even though we see this candle come off right here, you can see price winding down. Let's go to the 1-minute chart to see what actually happened once this came off of here. Okay, so 1-minute chart, we have it came off, it went up, it crossed up. There's the entry right there. You could have got in from 524.30 up to 524.80 about, and actually it came on back down. You could have held it because price is dwindling right there at the 5 EMA, and then it went up. Okay, so definitely most of the time when something breaks out, it tends to do a retest. Okay, so broke out, came down, broke out, came down, broke out, came down, broke out, came down. Finally was able to get through there, and then it came on back down, cross right here. Okay, there is something to these 1-minute crosses. It's 5 and 13 1-minute crosses on the 1-minute chart, but I haven't really tried to trade that. But then you got another cross to the upside. You got a candle free. It pushed up a little bit. You could have traded that. Came back into the zone. Just didn't have enough momentum to get out of there. Came down to the pullback and then crossed back up. There's a trade right there. And then it continued on up. And then it did that cross. So definitely, that's what I like to look for in regards to, kind of exiting my trade, on top of, oh, I've been in this trade long enough, I'm going to go ahead and get out before, something bad happens, which is what I did this morning when I was trading. So this did get this cross, and then you have this crash back down right here. So currently the EMAs are not aligned. It did come back into the zone. Okay, so remember, we're not trading in the zone right here. All right. And if you could have traded this cross and said, okay, I'm going to hold it until it comes back to the zone right here. Right. I'm going to trade this cross, wait till it comes back into the zone. Okay. I'm going to trade this cross, wait till it comes back into the zone to exit. Okay. I mean, everyone trades differently. I just try to find, some similarities when I'm placing my trades. And that's how I made $106 this morning. I feel proud. I had a nice workout this morning. Health is wealth. Make sure you're taking care of your health, because without your health, you don't have anything else. So yeah, that's what's going on in the market. So I'm just gonna add this. I'm adding this video to the current video that I took this morning. Okay, so I'm done with this recording. So I will talk to you all tomorrow. Be safe, be smart on the chart.